Hey there, this is James with Isotropic, and in this video I'm going to give you a walkthrough and quick review of WordPress Rocket or WPRocket, which is a performance plugin that makes your WordPress website load faster. It's a caching plugin, but it's also an optimization and performance plugin because it really offers a ton of individual features and functionalities all packaged into one individual plugin, and I'll run through that in a later section of this video. So as you can see, over 1 million sites use this plugin, and it's just a great plugin all around. It offers page caching, cache preloading, static files compression, images on request, and it's really developer friendly. But also keep in mind, and I'm going to show you this in a few seconds, the backend interface of this plugin is super easy to understand, simple to use, and really it's just, as they say, get a faster website in a few clicks. That's really what it is. So it's a very easy to use plugin. Let's go over the pricing and then let's go over the back end. So $49 for one website. In my opinion, it's well worth it because it offers a lot of features that you would have to purchase multiple plugins for if you didn't use this one, which would probably total around 200 bucks. So you're getting this for $49, where other people might have to spend $200 if they don't know about this. Alright, so let's go into the back end. WordPress Rocket caching plugin increases the performance of your WordPress website. Here's the dashboard. Basically points you in the direction of a couple of resources, stuff like that. This is on our plugin walkthroughs website, which is on a local host. First option is caching. So you can turn your caching on, you can turn your caching off. Caching increases the performance of your website by generating static files of individual pages and posts, which makes the website load faster for visitors. Caching is pretty much an essential thing that you should have on every WordPress website, unless you have a specific reason not to use it. And a cache that is properly optimized, properly installed, will probably be the biggest impact, positive impact on the performance of your website. And as you can see, there are a couple of options that you can turn on or off. When you install this plugin, the general cache is automatically installed and automatically preloaded. Now, after cache, you have file optimization. And cache, that's the main element of this website. But as I said in the beginning, this website, this plugin incorporates a lot of individual features and functionalities into one package. So, for example, if you would want to do this somewhere else, you'd have to get an individual cache plugin, individual file optimization plugin, individual lazy load plugin, individual preload plugin. I could go down the list, but you have to get individual plugins for each of these, and the best plugins are always the paid ones, so you'd have to pay for each individual plugin if you were focused on the performance of your website, and that would total to be a lot more than $49 per year. So now we're on file optimization. File optimization allows you to take your files, optimize them, which means basically decrease the file size of them by combining them into one individual file, optimizing it, reducing the file size, which in turn reduces the amount of data that the website needs to load, which in turn reduces the page speed and loading time of your website. So you can minify HTML. So what that does, it removes white space and comments to reduce the size. You can minify that on CSS, and you can minify that on JavaScript as well. Once you minify them, you can merge the individual minified CSS, JavaScript, and HTML files into individual files. So say you have 8 individual CSS files. This tool will take those 8 and will take the content on each of the files, make a new file, paste the content from 8 of those individual files into that one new file, and then only load one file. And what that does, it reduces the amount of HTTP requests, which means that your website's going to load faster because it's not making 8 individual requests, it's making one request. You can do this with CSS, and you can do this with JavaScript. And you can also optimize the delivery, stuff like that. Doing this manually would take hours. Doing this with this plugin takes literally one click. There you go. Now all of the files are optimized. And it won't happen instantly because it needs to actually go through the website and run what I just discussed. But It's automatic. You don't need to think about it. All you need to do is check things off. Something to note is that sometimes there are files that cannot be merged and minified, so you can exclude that here. You need to always test the website after incorporating these changes because it might break the front-end loading of the website or front-end styling of the website. So always make sure that when you're incorporating these things, you should always just focus and make sure that if it breaks a website, you need to troubleshoot what's happening and then undo it. As you can see, it warns you right here. So file optimization. Now we're up to media. WordPress Rocket allows you to easily lazy load iframes, videos, images, disable emojis, disable embeds, and enable WebP caching. All of these things increase the performance of your website. All of these things are included in the plugin, and all of these things are automatic. You can preload your cache, and what that basically does, it generates the cache starting with the homepage links, and then starting from those homepage links and then going out to all of the pages on the website following the sitemap. This is automatically triggered when you change or update content, and it automatically will basically generate your cache and additional files that help the website load faster. You can prefetch DNS requests, so you can add in individual URLs here. You can preload fonts here, so you can add your font files here, stuff like that. There are advanced rules, so you can never cache individual pages. So say you have a members only page where their content's consistently changing, you can add that here and exclude it. And as you can see, this is a regex expression, so you can use stuff like that. You can also add cookies to never cache, user agents to never cache. So this example right here, you'll never cache your website on the mobile version of Safari. You can always purge URLs, and you can cache query strings. We recommend that because obviously these are advanced rules, unless you understand what you're doing, don't do advanced rules. You can optimize the database by removing revisions, auto drafts, and trash posts. You can also remove spam comments and trash comments, and you can clean up transients. What that does, it helps your website load faster by removing bloat from your database and cleaning it up. Smaller database equals faster website. You can easily install your CDN. So by entering the CDN name here, it will change all of the URLs on the website from the base URL to the CDN URL. And then you can also exclude files from that. You can control the WordPress Heartbeat API. Heartbeat API is something that shows the health of your WordPress website and gives you email updates, but it takes a lot of server resources away from loading the website, so you can control it and minimize the activity, which will help the website load faster. Additional add-ons that you can have are Google tracking, Facebook pixel, varnish, and Cloudflare. Cloudflare is a good thing because a lot of people use Cloudflare, so with this add-on you can enter a zone ID, you can enter your API key, and then it will automatically integrate with your website. Varnish caching is included on some WordPress website hosts. So if you have that, it's a server-side cache, so it helps your website load a lot faster. Google tracking and Facebook pixel, both of these individual plugins or add-ons are very easy to use. You just need to paste specific sets of code into them. You can incorporate this using additional plugins and code snippets, but they're included here, so it's an easy and good thing to use. And you'll also see WordPress Rocket will host the Google scripts locally to help leverage browser caching, which helps satisfy the page speed recommendation for it. And it will help with Facebook Pixel as well. Under image optimization, WordPress Rocket and Imagify are two individual plugins, but they're created by the same development team. So WordPress Rocket plays nice with Imagify. Imagify helps compress and convert your photos and media assets to WebP and stuff like that. So it plays nice, it works well. And we really like Imagify. It's very simple and easy to use. You can export, import settings, and you can roll back to old versions of the caching plugin. And then you can also access a lot of tutorials. There are a lot of YouTube videos. There are a lot of resources on the website. If you run over to documentation, a lot of documentation articles They also have a blog where they discuss how you can increase the performance of your website. But really, in conclusion, this plugin allows you to optimize your website for speed. It's a caching plugin that comes with a ton of additional performance optimization features. For $49 per year, you will increase the performance of your website noticeably. I believe there's a money-back guarantee, so you can test it out and see if it actually increases the page speed and performance of your website, and then you can go ahead and really make a decision from there. So 14-day refund policy. So if you're looking for a plugin that will really increase the performance of your website, but allow you to do it really simply, as I said, it's just a simple checkbox for a very complicated process. Take a look at WordPress Rocket. It really speeds up the website. It's a really simple and easy to use backend, and it does complicated things, makes it easy, and really that's the hallmark of any good product. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And one more thing, on our isotropic website, isotropic.co, we publish a lot of blog posts that discuss how to effectively speed up your WordPress website, and we include WordPress Rocket in many of our tutorials. So head over there if you have a Google page speed report and you have individual opportunities that you need to pass. We write about them on this blog. All right, have a good day. Hope this video helped, and feel free to drop a subscription, comment in the description, comment in the below comments section, and click on some links in the descriptions below that will help you access resources and discounts and reviews.